From Rixie, this is Debuff, and I'm your host, Steve Skeels.
Welcome back to the pad.
Welcome back. Took a little break. No sound effects today.
We took a break
We
before.
took a break last week.
We were just on vacation. I can't remember anything.
It's okay. It's okay. We don't have sound effects this week.
I forgot my computer too.
It's going to be a weird one. I'll say that.
Well, we got a lot
because there's
to
not
talk
going to be
about.
any space filling with the the bras.
We can just make the
Bruh.
sound effects ourselves, as we do half the time anyways.
I do.
It's true.
Speaking of the sound effects, one of these weeks, it might be a year from now, it might be a week from now, I don't remember who did it, but they replaced their whole soundboard with them doing the sound effects. So like me sitting here and being like 21 or bruh, just recording them all by myself so that they're all just my voice. So we might do that one time, but
I'd like it.
how you guys doing? Did you guys get any? You were at the beach. You at the beach.
I got a little burn on the shoulder.
I did pretty good.
You get some bones.
Got some burns. They don't hurt as bad as the last time I was at the beach, but
We were only at the beach for like
3 hours maybe tops.
Yeah.
so
It rained the second day. It was fun. Yeah.
good time.
Good. Let's see. What's going on in the news?
I got something.
Okay, go ahead.
So you guys remember Charlie bit my finger?
Nope.
Oh, are you gonna say what I think you're gonna say?
Charlie bit me. The little kid.
Okay, it's ringing a bell.
Well, that video had
I think it was
83 million views on YouTube.
No.
800
I
million.
think it surpassed billion. It's one of the billion view videos. With like Despacito.
No, it was 885 million views.
Oh, I thought it was more.
No.
I mean, that's almost a billion.
Anyway,
Yeah, close
they
enough.
We round up.
the people who were in the video originally grew up.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, time works the way it does.
It do.
And they
Time do be working that way.
they said they were going to auction off the video as an NFT
Yeah.
and remove it from YouTube after 880 million views.
I don't really care for. We talked about it before, but I don't really care for this NFT bullshit.
No, I honestly feel like it's gonna break or ruin the internet. Like, if this is how it's gonna be, where an internet goes viral and then it's deleted from YouTube and sold for, which it sold on Saturday, for, just take a guess.
I mean, it's a huge video. Did it get? Let me ask you this: Did it get taken down after it was sold?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gone.
I don't know, dude. Like $1 million.
No, I was gonna say a couple 100,000.
$760,000.
Okay,
So over $500,000.
we round up. I was close.
It's sad because I really hope that's not the future. The only thing I will say is Steve's phone's going off.
My commissions are complete.
The problem that I have is that, in this instance, I think it's okay because that video has been re-uploaded probably 1,000 times, right?
Yeah, well, no. Okay, so that's right. It's not like I can't go and find that video or re-download it or download it before it gets sold.
But you can't watch the original.
But yeah, I mean, the original's gone.
That's so
Somebody
fucked.
technically owns it. Every time you download and upload and download and upload and download and upload, you lose quality essentially. I mean, it's like chipping away at paint essentially.
Yeah, the compression on YouTube, especially back then.
Yeah,
I just feel like I don't understand who's spending that kind of money on.
dude, I've got
video.
no fucking
And
clue.
all power to them if they have the money for that. But I just wonder, what are you getting out of it to be like, okay, now I own this video.
I don't know.
Total Chad move.
It's like owning a Picasso or owning it's going to be worth. It's at the second that sold, it was worth more than what they paid for.
Sure, yeah. I mean, maybe one day there will be a museum of the NFT
Dude,
highest seen videos.
That's what I think. You're gonna visit museums to on the internet to view the original copies of these videos, which is such a stupid idea to me. let YouTube be YouTube. Keep your 880 million views.
I mean, I said before, I understand the thought of having the ability to make this as the original, like paintings, like, you know, Picasso pieces for somebody's art and whatnot. But for just this like years old meme video, it feels really weird. Yeah. I mean, it's not like somebody made a YouTube video that they're trying to do. Even I'm not even saying art where it has to be, you know, quote unquote artsy. You know, it could be whatever video, and they're creating them as NFTs to sell that way or whatever. But I guess you can't really do that unless the video is already viral or has some value behind it, or you're already a big name.
I don't like it. I saw that and I was really upset about it.
Yeah,
and
I do think it's gonna ruin the internet if it keeps up like this. Like, I think I'm gonna be disappointed and it's not like I saw some TikTok that was like rare Pokemon NFT heist, and he was just going through, like, scrolling through a list and right clicking and saving as on all the pictures, like stealing them.
Right.
I mean, because like, right, you can download the picture. It's like
you can still get the JPEG.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, it's not quote unquote the original, but
again, it's just what value you place on it, right?
There's two ways that I would say that sale or that auction was okay. A is for charity. If it's for charity, great, do it. Or if it is still on the internet in its original form, and I don't think it's either. So I'm upset.
When the video was uploaded, the kids were 3 and 1. Now they're 17 and 15.
I mean, good for them for getting some money, I feel like.
Yeah, but dude, I mean, if I 17 or 15, even half of $500,000, I don't know what I would do with.
Well, I'd like to think that most of that's going to be put into a college fund, hopefully.
Oh, well, or at least some of it. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
But yeah, NFTs, when I talked about it, 20 weeks ago or whenever it was, that was not the intention that I had, was to ruin everything that's cool on the internet.
It was you. You did it.
It was me, dude. I started NFTs and
no, I understand like the artwork, like people were releasing, digital art that they have for that, and I can see it being videos, but it's the same thing we talked about with like, baseball or basketball. I guess it was what I had seen, basketball clips.
Yeah. ESPN selling them shits,
yeah,
dude.
Like that's super weird because, okay, there's a one of a kind, but like you can go see it elsewhere. So something like Charlie Bit My Finger, like that's been around. It's not. I mean, like you said, that was 14 years ago. So yeah. I don't understand why you're coming around now and being like, we're gonna sell the original file.
Dude, I'm gonna probably we'll be seeing Me at the Zoo NFT. You guys know that video?
No.
Me at the Zoo. That's a little YouTube trivia for you.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Any guesses?
No.
Me at the Zoo was the first video ever uploaded to YouTube.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, I think it's a 7-second video, and it's this guy, and he's like, "Hey, I'm at the zoo," and that's it.
I mean, I feel like that would be kind of cool.
I don't think he says anything. Whatever it is, it's in like fucking 144p.
Yeah,
but
140p
is the first video ever uploaded.
But I feel like that's kind of cool though. I mean,
you're right.
I don't know what it is.
You're right. I was thinking of 2K, 1,444.
I'm waiting for the Me at the Zoo NFT because that one is more important. Or like, I don't get that, man.
Yeah.
If it's for charity, I'm all for it. But otherwise, it's like, dude, that's fucking greedy.
I mean, again, I'm like, if they saw this opportunity and was like, we can make some money off it, and they did, like, that's cool for them, I guess. But it is weird. And again, it's not like a video. If I didn't even know what the fuck you were talking about when you said that. It's not like it's this big.
Oh, what? Charlie Bit My Finger?
I mean, yeah, it is big. Don't get me wrong, but I'm saying it's not like it's something that you would think people would want to. Oh, I want to own the original of that
for over $500,000 for $750,000.
Yeah,
I'm not surprised. I mean, people with money want to have things that will grow their investment and will be tax deductible. That's what it is. I mean, it's just something that will grow, and good for them.
Yeah,
but
well,
what's going on in game world?
Well, there's a lot of stuff that actually happened like last week, but I feel like the one thing that, while we're talking about things we've already talked about, segue into
Switch rumors.
Yeah, Switch Pro apparently.
They got listed on Amazon. Did you see that?
Yeah, Amazon Mexico.
The Super Nintendo Switch. Did you guys see that on Twitter?
Someone was like, "Why are they not calling it that?"
It'd be a great name,
dude. I think they're gonna go with new Nintendo Switch, like they did with the.
They
DS.
have to.
It says new Nintendo Switch Pro is what the listing was, which I don't know. The new thing they're trying to use, which I understand. And I get the branding of.
I think the branding is fucked. I think they need to get rid of the new shit.
Yeah, no, that's dumb. But I get the
We've
idea where you say Super Nintendo Switch, especially when people already know the SNES was a direct successor. If they're trying to market it as just a new version of the Switch, you could just say Pro. I don't know why you wouldn't, but they're probably trying to say it's the new, and that's what they did with the 3DS and stuff. So whatever. Clearly, it worked enough for them. It wasn't the Wii U debacle, so. But I don't know. I'm kind of excited. I don't know that there've really been any, there's always been rumors about what it's going to look like, but I just feel like I want it, and I'm kind of excited.
They're saying it's going to be like $100 more, which I'd still pay. I mean, and I really feel like it depends on if there are launch titles with it, because if Breath of the Wild 2 is part of that, I will absolutely be buying it.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Me too.
So,
well, that's one thing.
I just want a second Switch, just to have one, and we talked about this, but I would absolutely given the price, I don't think it's gonna be $100 more. Or is that what the Amazon listing said?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be.
Where have you heard the $100 more?
I thought it said it was gonna be more expensive, and they were gonna also phase out the original Switch.
Maybe. I don't know.
It's going to be cool to have a Gen 1 Switch, though. I will say that. Because if they're going to phase it out, it's like, yeah, I got the fucking Gen 1.
I still have the OG model, the one that you can still hack.
Yeah.
Do I have that one?
There's a number on the back of it. If you look at it, it'll tell you it's like NG001 or something like that.
How long after it came out did you get yours?
It was, I think, a year. I think.
I don't know.
I don't remember. It's like NX001 or NGX or NXG or 001.
You can look it up.
Yeah.
Is it the processor or what is? I mean,
no. There was some bug in the NVIDIA chip that allowed for you to do a couple of weird hacks to get it to go into a recovery mode, which then you could load custom software on. Yeah. So one of them is you can buy this device that you slide in the Joy-Con rail, and it trips up the sensor in it to short, or you can do it with a paperclip. You just touch two connections together while it's turning on or some shit. It's some weird
people figure that out?
The thing was very weird when you look at it, and I did not I want to do it, but when I was reading this shit, I was like, this sounds like kind of
you can buy a thing that you slide into it that does it for you, but
yeah, when I was reading about it at first, like Sean said, it was like, all right, now bend a paperclip and touch these two things, and if you kind of fuck it up, you might fry your Switch.
Yeah.
So, but I mean,
that's crazy.
But either way,
it just overwhelmed the Switch enough to it freaked out and boots into recovery mode, and then you can put whatever you want on it. People have loaded Android on it. You can play Android games on your Switch.
Linux or something.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of weird naming schemes, like the new Nintendo Switch. So before I move on, do you think that's what it'll be called?
That's what the listing was. So unless they were putting
Nintendo
in
Switch.
That seems like kind of a lot to
the new Nintendo Switch Pro.
Yeah. That was good timing, but
we planned that before we got here.
If that's not what they're going to call it,
holding hands under the table.
It's weird for them to have listed it with that exact name, right? They could have just said Nintendo Switch Pro or new.
What's funny
both
to me, and I'm not going to say the video that I watched or who it was uploaded by, but
dude.
He was like,
just say it.
No, I'm not going to say it. He was like, it's really weird to me that they were talking about this now because he was like, all of the developers in that I know, and he's like, I'd consider myself a junior indie game developer for Switch. He was like, we've had no clue. No one has said that this is coming from Nintendo.
Get ready for it.
Get ready, prep your shit. So if they're gonna just come out of nowhere and do it that quickly, it seems kind of weird that they're not saying things to developers.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Nintendo's weird, so I wouldn't be surprised. And they probably, like you said, if they were going to do any launch titles, it would for sure be
just Nintendo
first-party stuff. And one thing before we get off of it, too, is there's a lot of game stuff that came out. I know you guys like Pokemon, and they did put release dates for the remakes and for the
Arceus or Arceus. I don't know how to say it.
And people were like, "That's coming out like honestly pretty quickly." And there was the question of when is the Switch Pro going to come out? Because is it going to launch with Zelda, or maybe is it coming out with that game?
Yeah,
I don't know, but
I don't know if I'll buy it for Pokemon right away, and I don't think they'll be very easy to obtain.
I still can't get a PS5.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think Arceus. It's weird that they put a date on that. They said early 2022.
They put a release date. I think
they put. Is it like January or something?
It's up there.
Something like that.
I thought it was like March or some shit. Dude. But anyways,
that surprised me because when they showed it, it looks very alpha.
That's what everyone's saying. So I don't know. Like maybe
that kind of scares me.
One thing could have been showing it on the older Switch, and it's really been being developed for the new Switch.
So that's part of it. The other thing is
it just looked really unfinished.
It was choppy as shit.
Yeah. When they develop these trailers, they don't always do it like the day before. I mean, that, but I'm saying it could have been even earlier in the development cycle than
like 6 months before. They were like, we need something to prep for this.
Yeah, and I mean, we don't know, but it's just something like they could actually be further along. They could be just going hard. I don't know, but I probably won't get it anyways, but it looks cool, so I'm just like...
I will be buying both, or all three, however many they are. I'm definitely going to get Pearl or Diamond. I'm definitely going to get Arceus. Did I get it wrong?
I don't know. No, but all I think about is that fucking tweet where it's like the old the fart.
What is that stuff? Chibi?
Yeah, I mean,
it shows her and just like...
I saw my niece and nephew this weekend who absolutely adore those games, which is like, I've said this before, it is like so nice to have a niece/nephew who is into Pokemon, because like it's something we can bond on, you know? And like I think you guys both feel that way with Lena and the fact that she's really into video games, you know? Like
now she likes My Hero Academia, dude.
It's nice to be able to like talk to them at their level, you know? And the reason I bring it up is because my niece came up to me and she was like, but as she was leaving, she like grabbed me and she was like, whenever the Pokemon games come out, we're buying them together and we're going to play them. And I was like, fuck yeah, dude, let's do it.
That's tight.
And like, you know, that's important, you know? And so I'm looking forward to it.
Well, there'll just be one day when they don't like Pokemon anymore.
I know.
So
and dude, I am
you never
ruining
know.
the fucking day.
You never know, man. I mean, they're actually like playing the games and stuff. Lena was more like the characters are cute and she still enjoys it.
She liked Let's Go Eevee.
Yeah, but I think that was also you guys like were both playing it, so it was really... Yeah.
I think I've got like 2 years left.
She also could barely read
because
she's
she's 10 and he is, I think, 7 or 8. And so I think I've got maybe 2 years.
Yeah,
because I know she's about to go into middle school and she's going to get real, like, not like games are not cool pretty soon, you know?
I don't know. I feel like games are cooler now than they were when we were kids. So I just totally
I got reamed for thinking Pokemon was still cool, and that's why I like dropped it. So,
well, that's the thing. Yeah,
I mean, it may not be like that anymore.
The focus on like things that they truly deeply love, I think, are going to get shadowed by the like trying to be a teenager. Like honestly, I know that, and it makes me sad because I enjoy like bonding with him, but unfortunately, it's gonna happen, and that sucks. But like, I'm just taking it all in.
I mean, definitely prepare yourself. But I'm saying there's
I'll cry myself to sleep every night. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, you guys still like Pokemon, and I know there's like phases for it, but y'all would definitely like load up Pokemon, play the ROMs in like middle and high school.
Prism is so good.
Well, I still need to sit down and play that.
Well, we need to sit down and fucking figure out how to get
games
that shit working on here.
So the naming scheme.
Go back to that.
So I wanted to pick your guys' brain about this, and I feel like this will be a good TikTok. So if it shows up on TikTok, what's up?
Just clip this.
Just clip it. I'm having really like anger about the amount of things end with plus now.
Oh yeah.
I'm really fucking sick of it. And I just wanted to ask you guys how you feel about it, because everything now is something plus, whether it's a streaming service or you know, whatever it is. It's mostly streaming services.
Dude, I mean, it's honestly all everyone following in what Apple has done. Like, and it happened with the i in iPod and iPhone.
iTouch.
The iWatch. All the people that call it the wrong shit. Names. It blows my mind. But that. I mean, like, just look at like what's the biggest female tech YouTuber. Who is that? iJustine.
I don't know if she is anymore. She's old YouTube.
Well, right, but I would say that she has probably still the biggest following and
for a female
tech YouTuber. Yes.
Sure.
So, like, that thing happened with Apple. Apple released the iPhone, was it 6 Plus? And then everything became Plus.
So that's what I was going to ask, because I'm having trouble remembering. But I remember the Plus model of the iPhone, but the naming schemes for these streaming services.
Yeah. Disney Plus.
I'm trying to who put it on their streaming service first? Was it Apple? Do you remember?
Apple has never had Plus in their. It's just Apple TV, right?
Do they not have Apple?
Yeah,
Plus?
To be honest with you,
Apple
I feel
TV
like
Plus.
Disney Plus is the only one that comes to mind for me right now.
What is Apple streaming?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. Who was? Because Apple TV, they have TV Plus now. I think that's the streaming service, right?
Is it Apple TV Plus? It is Apple TV Plus. You're right.
And I'm getting confused because there's so many now.
That launched in November 1st, 2019. Disney Plus
was, and so that's what I'm saying. So, and when I was traveling the other week, we watched a lot of TV.
That was November 12th, 2019. So literally 11 days apart.
We're getting spit fucking ads at us for Discovery Plus.
Okay, so I was gonna say. To be honest with you, I don't like this. Does not come up for me because I don't
like. You're not worried that Crunchyroll is going to have a Crunchyroll Plus or Funimation.
I mean, I think that the Plus is not. You don't get Disney streaming service without having Disney Plus. It's not
there's
an
not
additional.
A Disney and a.
But no, I know that. But I'm saying like just talking about the naming scheme.
I don't think that there's going to rebrand. I don't think Netflix is going to become Netflix Plus.
Everything is Plus.
Can I look?
So it's like everything's together in that.
Just real quick, I just looked up streaming service Plus, and I'm not open this page even, but Google's first thing is a New York Times Plus sign streaming services. ESPN Plus started in 2018, Apple TV Plus 2019, Disney Plus, BET Plus, AMC Plus, Discovery Plus. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I get it, but I've literally never seen any of these come up other than like Disney Plus because I don't look at the AMC streaming service. But it is very weird that they're doing that. But I think the idea is it's so simple to put the plus sign and make it, like Sean said, there isn't an AMC streaming service, right? That's not AMC Plus. So it's an easy way to be.
Is that what it's called? AMC
That's what
Plus?
this is saying,
okay.
Yeah. So I think the idea is you just add the plus, and now people get that's a streaming thing where they could put, like HBO had a huge shitty like naming convention problem where they had HBO Go.
Bad. HBO Now.
HBO Now was if you didn't have cable, you could subscribe to that. And
but I want to give HBO some credit
for rebranding,
and
not going HBO
not
Plus,
adding a plus sign.
Yeah,
but they went with Max, which is also another Apple term.
I know, but it's not plus.
All right, so yeah,
but it is funny that they went with HBO Max because the time that they did it, I remember asking Maddie because she had HBO Now. Or no, she had HBO Go. God,
they're the same thing, but one is
the same thing
specifically if you had cable and one was not.
But the thing is because they had already been in the streaming game for so long, they were like, wait, we can't get hit by this tidal wave of new streaming services. We got to up the fucking ante here, and so they just rebranded essentially the same thing. But I want to say, and we might have talked about this already on the show, unless it was just in person. The HBO Max is fucking on fire. They are killing it. Like they have, in my opinion, the best service offerings, like programming. And I know we probably talked about this, but like, would you agree that they've got a pretty amazing lineup?
No, they're doing good.
Not just original programming, but the TV shows that they buy, the movies that they choose to license.
I feel like, when we flip through it, I'm like, oh, that's cool, that's on there. But I still feel like I don't use the streaming services the same way. And I'm not even talking about watching anime and shit, but I mean that when I go on there and I see, oh, they're paying to have this cable network show on here, that's almost never what I sit down to do. I feel like now I am looking for original content, unless it's a really good show for some reason I haven't seen that was on cable, like when I was watching, what's it called, Mr. Robot, and the first thing I did was work and I watched it and I went on Amazon. But I don't normally flip through and be like, oh, this cable show that I've heard of and never watched. But when we flip through it to look for something, I do feel like they do have a lot of good stuff on there. And I will say, just as a side note, I did take a look at their anime content, and they have some good shows on there.
They do?
They don't have a lot of stuff, but they do have some good shows on there. I don't know. I mean, I think they are doing a really good job. HBO has always been like the premier, even when Netflix was blowing up with their shows and Amazon has like 2 shows. HBO always was just the biggest and best, consistently, right? I mean, I don't think anyone's ever watched like the popular HBO original content and been like, wow, that show was ass.
Exactly. That's a good point. What were you going to say? Do you agree?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, we just always end up talking about TV and movies.
I know, but like...
so I got a lot more gaming stuff.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
And we always end up talking about fucking film.
It's not even about film, though. It is about
film.
It's just partially about the internet. I mean,
well, no, but I mean, I get what you're saying, and I hate that. I hate that a lot of companies follow in Apple's footsteps. Like, I do think Google could have said, "All right, we're launching the Pixel 2
Plus
and the Pixel 2 Plus," but they said XL instead. But also, like, in addition to is essentially what the plus means, right? Like that. Yeah. And I feel like it's such a like. No one's gonna be like Disney minus.
Yeah. No, it doesn't convey
like,
Yeah.
This is we're offering 2 streaming services, Disney minus and Disney plus, and you don't get everything with Disney minus, but you get additional features with Disney plus.
But is there any other symbol you could think to add on to the end of your already whatever channel, AMC or Discovery, that would immediately turn it into something
Disney now?
But I'm saying it's a single character that they add, and it just...
That's a great point.
They don't have to be creative. They
don't have to be creative,
sign.
and it goes to show that whoever did come up with it, if it was Apple,
I think it was Apple,
or if it was Disney with ESPN,
that's what got it to blow up.
ESPN Plus says it was before, but anyways.
When did the iPhone 6 Plus release?
And I know that wasn't
not
the streaming
sign;
service.
it was PLUS.
2015.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but I just feel like everyone follows in their footsteps, which is fine. I mean, they know how to make money. They're a fucking rich company.
But that's a great point. Is you don't have to rebrand, and I think I had never thought of it that way, and I think that's actually really smart. Now that you put it that way,
it is still stupid because you're right. But saying ESPN Online or Now or whatever, like I just feel like there's not an easy thing
Disney streaming service.
Yeah, unless you say that. Like
I know, and you're right. But I think it also could be if you don't want to follow in the footsteps of Apple, like Paramount Plus, Discovery Plus. To me, these are all subpar streaming services because they're following the fucking leader. They're followers, in my opinion. Like I know that's such a fucking alpha male thing to say, but I think that's kind of lame. It's like you couldn't, and so I want to give NBC some credit and HBO. I mean, HBO is kind of the plus, but Peacock is an iteration of their logo, which I think is really smart. But yeah, that's cool. I don't know. What
is Peacock?
Peacock is NBC's streaming service.
They call it Peacock?
They call it Peacock.
Because their symbol's always been like the flamingo feathers.
Poopcock.
Poopcock.
Yeah, I don't know.
Big poop and I dab cock.
I feel like it is silly, but the one that bothers me the most out of the ones that I'm looking at...
Paramount Plus, dude. That's the one I hate.
Is not that. It's Apple TV Plus, because calling it Apple TV...
is just the box.
Yeah, it's the box plus, meaning it's the streaming service. It's
in addition to the box, you also get TV.
I just feel like it's weird that
they had something for all of their different services on iPhone that they released. I think last year it was called Apple One, where it was you get news, you get stocks, you get arcade.
That?
I think
because that'd be a total ripoff of Google. Google One was what they released as.
Could you triple check that for me? I think it was called Apple One. It was you get the news, you get the arcade.
Yeah, I think the news thing is bullshit.
You get fitness.
I mean, it's just
that would be another good name though, like Disney One or
all-in-one subscription that bundles up to 6 Apple services.
What is it called?
Is it called
Apple One?
Apple One. What was Google One?
Google One is like their like
Wait a
their
second.
storage medium.
Wasn't Google's social media Google Plus?
Google
It
Plus.
was, yeah.
Oh my gosh! So they started it.
I
Well, I
don't
was
know if
gonna
they
say that
started it,
before, but I
yeah,
was like,
I didn't even think about that.
I mean, because that was a dead social media
Yeah,
platform.
that was a
when you
shit
said everything
platform.
was at the very beginning, you're like everything is Plus, and I was about to be like Google Plus, and I was like, no, it's not.
Dude,
funny.
I
That
straight
shit
up
sucks.
forgot about that.
Yeah, I mean, no one used it.
Nobody
they killed it
fucking
like
used
2
it.
years ago. That it's gone.
Yeah.
Like anything that was there is gone now.
Man, I completely forgot about
Another
that.
dead Google project. But
Dude, honestly, that is like one of the funniest websites. Killedbygoogle.com.
Yep. Yeah,
every-
you've talked about that on
it's
here.
fucked up out
There's
there.
like 200 fucking projects and programs hardware and that they've killed over the last.
It's sad. The one that I feel like I'm the most sad about is when they were trying to do modular phones.
Yeah, that's not totally dead.
Yeah, but
I
dude,
don't think it's gonna come out.
was it like was it like Google Apex or something?
No,
or-
it was
Legends.
Google Fortnite.
It was like Google like Warzone or something. It was Google.
They're probably working
Overwatch.
on that. Yeah.
It was called Project Ara.
Yeah.
ARA.
Yeah, that's right, man. That
It says it was canceled, but I don't know that it was actually canceled.
That's one of those old YouTube videos that, like, if you accidentally stumble across, you're like, "This is
Yeah.
gonna be so dope,"
There-
and then it's like 2011.
There's a patent that was filed this in June of 2020 that made people think that it was possibly not actually dead.
Dude, that would be dope, but I just feel like carrying around. I think we talked about this. Carrying around little tiles in your pocket could get dicey.
Well, I mean, I think it wouldn't be like that. I think it would be you'd carry a spare battery and maybe that's it. But have maybe a drawer of other like because if I knew I'm gonna go hiking and I want to take pictures that are far away, I swap it out with a telephoto lens or something like that.
we do a lot of hiking.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like as a consumer,
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I use my
Um,
camera like ever. I could replace it with something I would actually use.
you could have a phone with no camera and be fine.
Well, there's a laptop that just came out that has modular bits.
Oh yeah, I watched a video about that.
It was on Lou later. I mean, he's a douche.
And
but
so it's not necessarily okay. So it is modular in the sense that you can open it up and replace pretty much every part.
well, no, what I saw was essentially it's a laptop where on the side where there would be ports, you can exchange out like a USB for something
It wasn't
else.
Framework.
I don't know what it was called, unfortunately.
I'm pretty sure it was Framework was the one that.
There was these little square tiles that would go in the side, and it would be like, oh, I don't want the USB port. I want the headphone jack, or like, I don't really remember what the tiles were, but it actually is on the market to buy now.
That's a pretty cool idea for a laptop. Where
I would want to see that because I don't know that we're talking about the same thing.
We might not be. I don't know what it's called, but I
Okay.
think that would be cool.
I just feel like it's
to
a
have.
cool idea. It's just to me something like that is you're trying to save space with the ports on the side, but if you still have all the stuff inside that makes all that shit work, how does that like really? Why wouldn't you just put all the ports on the side? Why are you choosing between USB and a
I think
headphone jack?
I liked. I don't know much about it, and I should have done research about this, but I didn't know we were gonna fucking talk about it. I would assume it's like, I think of it almost like a dongle, where it's
Yeah.
like instead of
Yeah, I got
instead
I
of
get-
two
I-
USB
yeah.
Cs, I want a USB C and an Ethernet.
No, I
Or,
get what you're saying.
you
I'm
know.
just I think it's a funny idea to me where if they already have all that, like I don't know. I mean, you're right. Like I got this
I think
computer
it's-
as two USB C and a headphone jack,
It's
but I
showy.
just use a dongle.
It's more, and I think that's why Project Ari didn't take off, because it was like, that's a cool idea, but in practice, how much is it actually going to be used? Maybe not that much.
Yeah.
It was the Framework modular DIY laptop.
That you were talking about, or what I
No,
was
that's
talking
that
about?
Lou mentioned. So I guess the bottom has ports you can swap out too. I didn't know that, but the inside of the Framework notebook is also almost entirely user replaceable. I think the only parts that are soldered together are the CPU on the motherboard, and I don't know if the CPU is removable, but every other part, which is something that's really uncommon for most laptops now, is that they're all soldered together. You can't fucking
Yeah.
replace anything in them.
I bet it's thick.
No, they were like when we were designing the laptop, we wanted it to look like a regular market notebook, and it's fairly thin. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's a MacBook Air thin, but it's no Ultrabook, but it's not a fucking tough book.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it's a cool idea, and I think that we definitely need to go back in that direction as like a fucking like for the consumer. I mean, not everyone's gonna replace their shit, but I mean, if you watch what's his fucking name, Louis Rossmann on YouTube, every time he does like a New York repair shop for hardware.
Do I know who that is?
He is always someone who's like yelling at the camera all the time.
Is he like talking about like Apple's right to repair?
Yeah,
is he like kind of like tan skin, dark hair, short hair?
Yep.
Okay.
He's super smart, really talented. Like has this amazing setup, like these massive microscopes for repairing and resoldering, chips to boards and stuff. But he's like, yeah, every single time someone comes in here with an Apple product, it's like, I don't have the schematics. I don't know what does what. I have to figure it out myself, which is, he's like, I can do it, but it takes a lot longer. Yeah. And yeah, I've got to use these microscopes to like look at shit and follow fucking, anyway. I think that, I just think that going,
Here we go.
It's really hard to, have devices that are basically e-waste when they're broken. Or like, I have a Surface Book, and I tried to open one once at my old job. I tried to open the Surface Pro, and I shattered the entire display trying to open it up to get the SSD out, which the SSD was replaceable. It wasn't soldered on, but the glue on that computer was so tight. There's no fucking way I would have been able to open it without shattering the display. So,
that's the trade-off, right? I mean, do you want a computer that's this thin, or do you want?
I don't know. I don't necessarily care how thin it is. Like,
I like thin things, but I also I would love to be able to repair or replace RAM.
Yeah. Well, I mean, throwing another stick in the MacBook or a new M1 Mac would be great, but you can't, right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
did you guys see Marquez Brownlee's video about the F-150 Lightning?
Yeah.
Dude. Nope. So, do you know what that is?
So the what?
The F-150 Lightning.
It's the Ford truck.
The new Ford EV.
All electric.
I could have guessed by the F-150, but no, I don't know anything
It's their new 2022
their electric truck.
Lightning. Their Lightning port.
I was gonna say, does it take Lightning cables or what?
Yeah,
USB-C.
Dude, I'm gonna be straight up with you. I have been considering for years if I ever had the money to buy a Tesla Model X. So that's the SUV version. And unfortunately, like even 2016 models are still like 60 grand.
Yeah.
They're insanely expensive. And if I ever even bought one, I would just be like loaded down with like super high insurance and like, probably like $1,000 a month fucking car payment. And I don't want that. But Ford announced this vehicle that is frankly fucking amazing. Like, I'm blown away by this truck. I've told Maddie before, like, I would totally drive a truck. I mean, some of them are extremely spacious. They're super nice. Like, especially the newer ones, like, they're really fucking nice vehicles. Do I really have use for a truck? Probably not. But it's 2 rows. Like,
you wouldn't have had to rent that U-Haul.
I wouldn't have had to rent a U-Haul, which I did to move some stuff this week. And I don't know. They have a $40,000 model. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. Next year, I might be driving that car because I'm super fucking impressed by this car.
Did you see the... I mean, I did watch his video, and I really think that's a cool car. I'm not a big truck guy, obviously.
I'm not either, but like, it's a cool car.
I think I would probably... I mean, it's nice to have, like, the front space, too, which is, was kind of cool.
Dude, so you've heard of the term frunk.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, a frunk is the when you have an electric vehicle, the front engine is essentially not there, and so you have a lot of space for a front trunk. And so, the frunk in this vehicle is like bigger than most people's actual trunks.
You can fit
huge.
two golf club sets in the front of the truck.
It is so big.
I mean, so the car is full electric.
Yeah.
It's full electric.
So, I mean, I think one thing that's funny is with trucks, a lot of times you're like worried about gas, eating gas and stuff. And if it's electric, I mean, maybe it still is going to be a lot of electricity to
well, I think that if you were to try and tow something, or like, it's going to use more electricity than just
driving it.
Did you guys
That's the point that he made, though.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, that's a pretty cool idea where you wouldn't have to be like, okay, I got to have, diesel and it's going to be a shit ton of money every week.
Well, dude, do you watch the whole thing?
Yeah.
He basically said that they said in their marketing stuff that the lower range model, which is about 230 miles, and that's at 1,000-pound load, essentially. So he did the math based on what was in what the tank said on the screen, and it was 80%, and it was like 350 miles. So he extrapolated that it was like potentially up to 450 miles if you're not towing a single thing, because that'll put more strain on the battery. And dude, I'm telling you, like, there's like full size outlets front and back. Yeah. They've got this like front center console that turns down to a complete like full desk space.
Yeah.
It's got that Tesla like nice portrait screen.
What I did like about it is it still had the knob for the volume in the middle of the display.
An analog knob. Dude, yeah. I'm telling you.
I'll watch the video.
I would absolutely love that. And the last thing that I want to say about it is the fact that it can, in a blackout, it can run as a generator for your fucking house because it has such a big battery.
That's tight.
Yeah.
So
another video I watched recently was Short Circuit, Linus's group. Yeah. They did a review of the 2021 Porsche
Taycan.
Yeah, dude.
Taycan.
That car looks fucking sweet as shit. But I will say one thing that really pissed me off about, like, it's a cool looking car. It looks awesome.
Yeah, it's dope. It's Porsche.
No Android Auto. Only Apple CarPlay. And every other manufacturer is doing both of them.
I wonder why that is.
I think it is. I don't want that dirty Android fucking operating system in my car. That's how I feel. It's like a very
I could see that
snooty thing for Porsche,
super snooty.
or Porsche, or however you say it, to do. And I mean,
just call it Dorsch for douche.
I mean, dude, honestly, it's a sweet looking car. I would drive one, but
what is it, like $120?
The base model is $79.
Oh wow, that's actually cheaper than I thought.
The fully spec'd out turbo is $150.
Yeah. Dude, I'm just saying,
I've
always wanted an EV, and the reason that I like Ford is because they have a massive infrastructure, and so when they take on EVs, like, they're not doing it lightly. Like they're a massive fucking organization, and like, I think myself included, people get worried about, like, when you buy a Tesla and something breaks, like, is there going to be a mechanic that can fix it, or are you going to have to send it off? Because somebody I used to work for had a Model S, and like, he like broke down on the highway, and it was like fucking $6,000 to fix it.
I'm surprised you're not looking at the Ford Mustang Mach-E. Because that's more of an SUV. It's more of an SUV, though. It's not like not like a Mustang.
I don't want, like, I don't know. I think people who drive Mustangs are douchebags.
I mean, fair, but I don't think it doesn't look. It looks more like an SUV than it does a.
Yeah, I mean, it's a cool car. I just
look at it from the side, dude. That is not a Mustang.
I know, but dude, it looks like one of your standard, like, smooth fucking Lexus
doesn't
SUVs,
look like
mid-size.
I don't know.
Dude, the truck, fam.
I'm just saying, man.
Dude, we can start tailgating
if I were to pick
now.
the two, no, dude, I'm fuck off.
In the front yard.
We can tailgate in the yard.
Yeah, I gotta know where I'm going.
Maddie and I go to the drive-in all the time. It'd be cool to sit in the tailgate, you know?
Yeah, I hear you.
In the truck.
Yeah, it'd be tight.
I could start listening to country.
Yeah, dude, that'd be sick.
Even more than I already do.
We'll probably still be friends after all that.
But dude, I honestly, I recommend what you watching that video, just because it's amazing.
Yeah, I'll keep it.
Hey, if I buy it, fam, if I get on the waiting list, I'll let you know. End of clip.
Hell yeah.
End of Ford clip.
Don't clip that.
You know what? Why don't you just like
just
not
don't
clip that?
Ford buff. Truck buff.
Mason, the truck guy.
The truck. What else do you have? Do you have any gaming things?
There was There was honestly like a lot of stuff that happened. Maybe not a lot that everyone out of us cares about, but Pokemon stuff. I don't really care about that, but that's cool. We talk about that. There was Dying Light, zombie FPS game. Cool. They had a conference thing. Horizon Forbidden West had a
that looked really good.
Play. Horizon Zero Dawn sequel.
Yeah. So that's what you were tweeting about?
Yeah, they skipped Horizon 1 Dawn.
Yeah. It's
so that's what that meant.
Yeah.
I was like,
Horizon Forbidden West.
Horizon
it looks really
Dawn.
good. I like the first one a lot. Sean started playing it. He said it's cool. We watched the video and it looks awesome.
Dude, that is a fun game. I did like playing it. I need to go back to playing it now that I'm done with
it is certainly the team that made it used to make first person shooters, and then they were going to do this open world third person shooter still, I guess, kind of, but not
this your shooter?
This your shooter?
This your shooters?
I wish I could find that video.
It definitely played like a Ubisoft like open world Assassin's Creed. Like there's a lot of the same, type of stuff going. Unlock the map by climbing up high and seeing stuff, but they did it, I thought, well in the world. So I'm excited to see where they go with the second one. And just what they showed, there's like more traversal options, and the maps are more vertical where you can go up stuff and jump, and combat looked cool. I'm excited. There's not much to say other than the game looked beautiful, and it looked like it was fun to play, just like the first one was.
Dude, there was all that drama on Twitter though about like they're making women look too masculine in these video games.
They've already taled about that when the first game came out.
Dude, it was honestly like so cringy to read. Like and people have been ragging on it. Like there was one that was like, because they finished it with like higher fans, and there was this tweet that was like, all it said was higher fans, and it's the guy from I think Mortal Kombat, with the big teeth. This guy.
Yeah, what did that mean?
So they put a smile on his face. Because the original tweet, let me see if I can find it, was of Aloy. Higher fans.
Higher faffs.
Like somebody drew, is it me or Sony? The tweet's been deleted. Making their lead female protagonists look more masculine, barely no curves, rough feminine features, unlike the average woman like Ellie in The Last of Us 2. And so here's how she looks in the game.
Yeah, I mean, she looks very gender neutral. I mean,
but
other than
they were like higher fans. This is a fan made recreation, which is like very much.
It's just like sexual.
She's literally like a tribal warrior in a post-apocalyptic world.
Dude, yeah.
She's not going to have eyeliner.
Yeah, like this is the same thing people talked about when the first one came out. It's not fucking
people
new.
Have been ragging on that tweet like all day. He was like, same. Unlike the average man, basically making it about like lead male protagonists look masculine as hell. No curves, rough feminine features, unlike average man, like cough. The Last of Us 1's Joel. Higher fans, LOL. And so here's Joel, but then they were they just put the same fucking face.
That's Nathan Drake. But
send me those tweets. That is so fucking funny.
So
just as a note, if you put that's Nathan Drake.
Oh,
from Uncharted.
Yeah. So it's not even fucking Joel.
Yeah.
I didn't even
dude. And so the higher fans thing with the Mortal Kombat guy, and he's just got the smile, dude.
So that's what that meant. Yeah. I wasn't deep in the lore enough to understand.
So there was another one that was. I mean, honestly, it's so funny to see all these tweets of like people just ragging on. There was one of the, it was the guy from God of War, like. It's not realistic enough. He needs to look more masculine.
Dude, that guy's I feel
ripped.
like that's gonna be a copy pasta now.
Yeah, dude.
That tweet.
I can't
believe they fucking saying, dude. Some people in the community just fucking ruin it for everybody
higher
else.
fans.
Yeah,
this is fucking Mario.
Yeah, average Mario enjoyer.
Dude, oh my god.
No,
that's too
dumb.
bad.
But Toadette. Oh my god, dude.
That's NFSW.
Yeah,
that's not
look,
for
man,
safe work.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about that. The game looks cool. All right, fuck people.
Yeah, it's too bad. That's really too bad.
I got some other stuff you can keep.
Sorry, I didn't mean to go down the Gamergate.
I just hate that shit. It's stupid.
No, I mean I agree, but it's so funny to me when like people get reamed out for having a shitty opinion on Twitter.
Because
I'm glad the guy got roasted.
And he deleted the original tweet.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, I mean, yeah, good, dude. Like, it's just
you're
dumb.
a fucking idiot.
It's not like they don't still have, like, you know, whatever you want to say, hotter female characters or whatever, but it's just, in an instance like this, it's ridiculous because it's like, she lives in a world where probably makeup outside of face paint in their tribes is not even a fucking
dude,
thing.
Like,
So
exactly. That picture is so funny.
Get bent, dude.
Because she looks like a model. Like,
yeah.
That's like,
yeah.
It's unreal.
Okay, I wanted to, this isn't the gaming space, but it's Twitter. Have you guys seen, there was, okay, I'll show you this first because I'll set this up and I'll put this on screen. So, have we ever talked about Lemmy? Do you know who Lemmy is?
Yeah.
There's this photo of him where he's like woken up at night, and like this is the photo where he's like, it's like he's woken up at like 3 a.m. It's a really fucking funny photo.
Yeah. What?
And the original photo, have you seen this photo? Yeah. That I saw on Twitter was this photo, and it's like when you wake up an NPC at 3 a.m. to finish a quest. And then I saw this today. It's Jarl Balgruuf.
I did see that.
I need your help. I need to trap a dragon in the palace.
That's funny.
Because, dude, you can go to in
Yeah.
Skyrim and people will be sleeping, and you'll click on them and they'll get right up and talk to you.
Yeah, but if you broke into their house to do it, they'll let you finish the quest and then be like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, exactly.
You need to leave.
I just did that photo of Lemmy. The original is so fucking funny.
Yeah, that's
And
ridiculous.
The NPC at 3 a.m. and they're just like, "What do you want?" Oh shit. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. There was some Sonic stuff. There's a new Sonic game announced. Sonic Colors
yes.
Remastered. There's
Holy
a Sonic
shit! I completely
Origins
forgot.
collection, and then some other like random stuff. But I think that's cool.
Dude, are we
you
gonna
know?
get chows?
Dude, that's what I said to Steve. I said,
Is it
They're-
Sonic Colors? Is that what
Sonic-
it's called?
Well, Sonic Colors, I don't think had Chow.
Sonic
but-
Team is so stupid for not doing a Chow mobile game
This
or a
looks like-
Chow
Yeah, we've talked
exclusive
about that
game.
a
Like,
lot.
I don't know if we've talked about it on here.
We
but
have.
You're like Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. Before Animal Crossing came out, they released Pocket Camp, and people who had never played Animal Crossing before got hooked on that game.
Yeah.
And you're gonna tell me that Chow is not something that was super fucking popular in the Sonic universe
Well, dude,
that they're not gonna do anything with?
We may have a skewed vision of it. We may have.
I
a skewed
definitely hear
vision.
it online a lot, and a lot of my friends too.
Yeah.
Like anyone that played Sonic Adventure a lot. I mean, I don't think that people got super into the Chows, and like, didn't Sonic Advance have some?
Well, that was kind of a shitty.
What is the
iteration.
one they just released called?
So it's what?
Not Mania.
Or announced Sonic Colors?
So Sonic Colors
So
is
it
like
is
a
Colors.
remastered, but then they said there's an untitled one that
'Cause
they're working on.
Because I saw some trailer and it looked like Sonic Battle Adventure 2.
Well, I don't know if it's the trailer you're talking about. Is
I saw
the
some
one-
trailer, and I was like, "Holy shit! Are we gonna get?" Because it kind of looked like he was followed by Chow's in the trailer. Did I watch like a fan edit or something?
This?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
Sonic
think I'm
Colors
like
Ultimate?
90% sure there's no.
So is that a remake?
Yes.
Oh fuck me! I thought it was a new
But they
game.
also announced a new game, is what I'm saying, that we don't know
Okay.
anything about yet. But I'm just
Oh,
saying.
that's what that image was that was going around online. That one where it was like, was that? Did you see that?
This is like the new. There's like a teaser trailer.
Oh, okay, I didn't see that, but
I don't know. I'm just saying I like Sonic games. They've been a lot of misses, of course, and but I have good memories. I'm hoping to see something strong from the Sega like Sonic team.
I just
would
want to
like
get
it, but
downhill. What's the city downhill?
City
one?
Escape.
rolling around.
Rolling around in the arena land.
Lena's fucking favorite song.
Yeah, she loved
Oh
that.
yeah.
The,
Oh no.
the last thing I will say, there's other random stuff. I was super excited about Darkest Dungeon 2 finally getting some news, but I don't have to get into that because you guys haven't even
That
seen
I
the
need
first
to
one.
Bro,
to
that
play
ain't me.
I know, but there's a bunch of Dragon Quest news too, which also I've never really gotten into the games, but they're doing like new one and all this stuff. But you saw Octopath Traveler, right?
Yeah.
Did
Is
you
this the
see
same style?
they're remaking the third one?
Oh, in the same-
Octopath
looks
Traveler
so
style.
cool.
Hopefully, I'm not blocking this camera, but
No, you're
No.
fine.
but
You're
it's they're
fine.
Square Enix's. They're calling the HD 2D, and dude, it looks so fire. Like,
Yeah.
I'm so
Octopath-
happy they're
love
doing
that look.
more
Octopath
games.
looked really good. I don't know if I want to play it just because.
Octopath had potential, and I feel like they didn't do.
Is this
best.
like the 2.5D?
Yeah, but the big thing is like a lot of the lighting and particle effects and stuff like looks really fucking cool.
I'm gonna put this on screen.
So I don't know. I'm pretty interested to see. I'll probably get this.
It totally
the
has Final
slime balls,
Fantasy
man.
vibes.
Well, no, yeah, I mean, Dragon Quest is like, it's the same fucking game basically.
Well, it is.
This looks fantastic.
Turn-based RPG.
Little backstory. Originally, Square Enix was two companies, Square and Enix, and Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest were two different companies. And then when Square Enix combined,
I love it, dude. I love that.
I hope I got that
right too.
But
it's so dope.
Yeah,
I think you're right about that, Steve.
So that's cool. I'm excited
right.
we're getting
better
gaming
be.
news because fucking E3 is going to be here soon.
I don't want us to
There's
get
gonna be a lot
roasted in
more
the
stuff
comments if
coming
you're
out.
wrong.
Is that in the next week or so?
I don't remember if it starts this weekend.
You know what I'm excited for next week is the fucking new Disney Plus Loki. Loki's
Oh yeah, that'll be cool.
Are we gonna watch that?
I'm down to watch it.
Are you gonna keep up with it? Or are you gonna?
Yeah, I
are you
mean,
gonna
I'll
show
watch
up episode like 4 and be like, all right, I'll watch it now.
Hey, I wanted to watch.
I know
it
he's not
with-
gonna fucking.
I'm
watch
not.
It.
Yeah, I'm not gonna wait for them this time. They never even finished Falcon and Winter Soldier, which is fair. But
That's okay. That was so.
I got one more thing I wanted to talk about, and then I think we're basically done. But this is quick.
A couple minutes.
I saw this going around a couple places on Reddit, and I was like, just kept seeing it pop up on front page and stuff that I can't find like the official source, and I tried to go to this company's official website and it wasn't loading for me, so I'm on some random ass website I've never heard of.
Dude, you're getting viruses right now.
Well, I'm just saying I just searched it.
He's
but
using
did you
Chrome
guys,
OS, he's
did
fine.
you guys see this? Samsung's
Dude,
virtual assistant.
dude. So it's not real. It's a
company made the.
dude. People want to fuck her so bad.
Well, so I don't want to talk about
Is
like
this-
that, but
no. So they were like Samsung's new virtual assistant Sam, and people have been like
pretending like it was actually announced by
Yeah.
Samsung. But this is some company made this. They're really good
For
at.
Bixby.
They're calling it's a new
Sam,
brand,
yeah.
Sam. But dude, it's so funny that somebody made this because online you always see people turning like I don't even want to say like inanimate objects because it's anything into
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
characters and especially like anime girl
so
stuff.
virtual assistant is some hot anime 3D
Yeah.
model, and dude, people have been losing their fucking shit.
Dude, I don't think we're far off from that being a reality. To be frank.
And I
It's,
was like, kind of like, dude, maybe I should get the Samsung
Rule
phone next
34.
time,
It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
Rule 34. That's
Absolutely.
what it reminds me of.
but
Like Charizard or like, you know,
Dude, that's so
something-
funny. I was literally looking at that today, and I was like, "Should I bring that up on the podcast?" And then I forgot about it until you just said it. That's so funny, dude.
Like that in reality feels so Black Mirror to me.
Yeah,
dude, it's so funny to me though.
Like they're trying to sexualize our voice assistant.
dude.
Like, that's fucked. That's
hold on.
crazy.
Let me see. There's one of my.
I know it's just
Are
online.
you typing in Sam Rule 34? Samsung Sam Rule
No, I'll
34?
save that.
It's there
for later.
It's still,
but-
yeah.
I guess actually, let me check it out.
Let's bookmark that.
Let me check that real quick.
Hold on. Oh my god, I wish
I guarantee there's already something.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Oh no.
Well, yeah, just put that on
that's what-
screen.
That's what I need when people try and sexualize.
Requesting
voices.
Rule
Oh.
34 of Samsung's virtual assistant.
Dude, this is
/R from.
this is like my favorite one
4chan.
of these.
Oh my god, it already exists.
Yeah, for sure it does.
Things that I've seen where people were for a long time on like the anime memes subreddit posting these. So I don't know who the originals were, but this is like one of my favorite. Where it's fucking Internet Explorer Chan, and
Yeah.
she's like a new user. We're gonna have so much fun. Want to play RuneScape? What do you download Google Chrome? And she's
Oh.
like, oh.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, that shit is so stupid.
You're totally right about like anthropomorphizing.
Yeah, that's
like,
anything.
apps.
Technology. And
Yeah.
apps,
There's
yeah.
like on Earth Day, the people will post EarthChan, and she's like, "We got to keep it clean."
Dude, the internet's so fucked.
Yeah.
But anyways, I just want to end with that because I thought that was so fucking funny. Because I seriously saw it, and I'm like, "Is this real?" Everyone's posting in the comments.
Well, it's
like,
a really not. It's like very well done.
Yeah,
No,
someone did it.
looks
Like,
It looks
real.
great,
But-
it looks like something Samsung would do, though.
Yeah.
Also,
but that's what, dude. It's
If
So
Samsung's
funny.
gonna do it, it's gonna be a non-binary with feminine features. I guarantee it. I will make that call right now. It'll be a non-binary, like short hair, but it'll still look.
no, I
feminine.
think they'll learn from this
and not
and
ever
not
do it.
ever do that.
yeah, because
Dude, I could see it. I could see it happening.
Um,
And that's when, the robots will take over and we'll all die. So
I had one thing, which was I finished The Last of Us finally.
Oh yeah, fuck.
And that game was great. It was really stressful at some parts, but the ending was pretty fucked up. So,
is it a choice? I know what happens.
There's no choice.
It's you have to do it.
And dude, this was so funny. Is when I was playing it in college, I remember my roommate.
We can talk about it, right?
I mean, it's old enough.
If you don't want to hear Last of Us 2 or Last of Us 1. Oh, I'm thinking of Last of Us 2. I don't know what happens at the end of Last of Us.
Well, it's old enough. If you want to,
if you want to skip to the end when we stop talking about it, I'll put it on screen.
This is probably the last thing we're going to talk about, so you just stop the video now.
Just cut it off.
Just turn it off. Just close the window. But yeah, I mean, so basically, you meet up with the Fireflies, who is who you were trying to find the whole game, and they are like, we have to do brain surgery essentially on her and take part of her brain out because the enemy is based off of these parasites that infect bugs' brains. That
I wanted to say, do you know Ellie is immune? Yeah. And the whole thing is you're getting her so they can develop a cure. And when you get there,
and they say we got to do brain surgery.
Basically, they're like, we have to take part of her brain out
because it's like create the cure.
It's a fungus that was grows in the brain, but it's infected her brain, but she's immune, so it's like stopped. So they have to go in there,
reverse engineer what's
going on, and then continue.
So basically, they put her under, and Joel finds out that this is happening, and he's like, "Fuck no!" and starts like storming in and like killing everybody. Or you can sneak by them, but I kind of had a combination of the two. But anyway, you get to her, and she's asleep, like put under. You take her out of there, and then she wakes up, and she's like, "What happened?" And he's like, "There's a bunch of people like you, and they're not looking for a cure anymore." And when he said that, I was like, "Wait a minute, did I miss part of the game? Like, is that true?" And Steve was like, "No, dude." And I was like, "Wait a minute, he just fucking lied to her?" The whole, it almost made me feel like I played the whole game for no reason. Because the whole time I'm searching for these people so we can find a cure, and then at the end, he's like, "Never mind, we're not doing this," steals her, takes her away from it. So I'm pretty excited to play number 2 because I don't know, like, I have a feeling she finds out that he lied. I don't know that for sure.
At the very end, she asks if everything he said was true.
Yeah, and he's like, "Yeah, it was."
Yeah.
So
I will say 2 things. One, when I was playing in college,
would it have killed her?
Yes.
That's why he was like, "No, we're not doing this."
Okay, so I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
I was like, "Bro, just let him do it."
Well, it's gonna pull parts of her brains out. But I was playing it, and you get to the operating room, and it pulls out your gun, and like it pulls it out, and she's lying there, and the surgeons are like, "Wait, stop!"
Yeah.
There's no one armed, and I was playing it, and I was like, looked at Nikolai because he'd already played through it or seen it, and I was like, "Do I have to kill them?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Fuck, dude, they're just chilling here." And I saw when it happens, the gun gets pulled out, and Sean's just like, "All right, boom."
I killed all 3 of them.
Boom, let's go, Ellie.
No hesitation.
It was so funny because I was like,
"So you can sneak?"
No, hold on. So you can sneak through, but you get into the operating room, and you don't have a choice at that point.
Yeah. So they 3 see you and are like, "Wait a minute, hold on!" Like hands up, and your gun is automatically lifted out of your like pocket.
It's like a cinematic cutscene.
No, I mean you can walk around. You could spend 15 minutes in there and not kill them.
And they're just like,
but you can't
take your time.
You can't progress any further in the game unless you shoot all 3 of them. At least as far as I'm aware. I immediately shot them all 3.
Yeah. I mean, what that says about your psyche, who knows? But I think...
Well, again, it's also video game shit where Sean was just... He just spent so long murdering people, he was like, all right, let's do...
Okay, fuck.
Let's 3 more, baby.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I think I love that they make you make that decision. I think that's really smart because... They are not giving you the option. I think that's really smart.
That was the whole thing when it came out. It wasn't controversial, and
it's
people
against
being like,
whether or not you want to do it, you have to.
Yeah, people were like, "Did he do the right thing?" And it's up there where we were talking about, and it's like, it is fucked up. You felt like you did all that for nothing, but the whole game was him progressing and growing really close with Ellie. Like he treated her like a daughter by the end.
Yeah.
And he, you see the very beginning of the game him losing his daughter, so he finally gets this like surrogate child, and they're like, she has to die, and he's like, I don't care about the world, fuck this, and it could not work, and that's the other thing is like they don't know, so
it could be a waste.
Yeah,
it do be sad though But
yeah,
good episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome
we'll
back.
That.
If you didn't want to get spoiled, Last of Us. And
see you later.
Episode's over.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
You should put just a link to.
It's gonna be straight to the credits.
Yeah. Just be like the end of the video, the final time code. It'll
One
be like, go to
second
this
left.
time code, and it's the end of the video. But yeah, thanks for watching. We'll catch you next week.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Debuff is hosted by me, Steve Skeels, edited and mixed by Mason Carlton. Follow us on Instagram at DebuffPod. That's Debuff, P-O-D. Thanks for listening. I'll see you in the next one.